Hey guys, it's Joy. I wanted to do this video for the Virtual Homeschool Co-op. Just so Trish started the Virtual Homeschool Co-op, I'll leave the link below to the video so you guys can go and watch it and join in if you're a YouTuber. I have found really great homeschool YouTubers that I love to follow and watch through the Virtual Homeschool Co-op last year. So this is her first video for this school year, for the 2016-2017 school year, and it is talking about how you homeschool. Are you structured or are you relaxed? And there are different facets to that. But I found it really interesting to think about because I will just say I thought when I first saw the title, I was like, oh, I'm definitely structured. That's all there is to it. But there are layers that like you peel back and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm kind of both. And of course you always kind of think of the most structured person that you know and the most relaxed person that you know, and you're like, well, what am I? You know, I always kind of fall towards the middle or maybe more towards the structured a little bit. But the first thing that she was talking about was daily schedule that she wanted us to discuss. And my daily schedule, I really think through it and have it timed out, but not to like the minute, you know what I'm saying? But I definitely have an order to our day. So I feel like I'm more structured in that, because if I didn't, I would just have a random list and we'd do it in whatever order we wanted. So I do feel like I'm more structured in our daily schedule. However, there are two things that I feel like I need to address here, because it's just, it's nice to kind of think about why you are the way you are, you know, and how you do things. And I really enjoy hearing how other homeschoolers do things, because sometimes it gives me some great ideas and things I've never really thought about before. And you learn something about yourself sometimes through watching other YouTubers talk about, you know, how they homeschool. So anyways, I really appreciate it. The first thing I wanted to discuss is in regards to our daily schedule. I say we're structured, and we are. However, it depends on the day how structured we are, because if I have a day where we are not going anywhere and we have nothing on the calendar for the entire day, we don't have to leave our house, there's nothing, no time that is looming in my mind, we definitely have our list and, you know, the things that we need to get through, but I am way more relaxed in how we go about doing it. I take time to, hey, let's go to the couch and read, or, you know, let's do this, or let's do this extra thing, or I'm way more relaxed on those type of days. If we have like Spanish class at noon, or we have our, you know, even if we have like Awanas that night or whatever, I feel like if we have something, mostly during the day, I would say, then I am way more structured. I'm like, let's get this done. And I really have to work on that, because I can be a bit overbearing. And that's, my personality is more of a structured, like go, go, go type of person. So I really have to, that's kind of the part that I have to be careful of and aware of, that, once I get into that mode, man, like, watch out everybody, you know, so I really have to kind of like balance that, and I'm not great at it, but I'm trying to improve in that area. The other part to that is we do take the summers off, and here is why. And every summer I'm more and more aware of why we do take the summers off, because when we stop school, it takes me about a month to like decompress and get into the flow of summer and just relax and have fun with my kids. And we have this relationship that is different than the school year and sweeter to me, because I love summer. I love it. I will just put that out there. I love it. And I like to be structured, but I also really crave sometimes during the year having the unstructured, like, what are we going to do today? I don't know, whatever we feel like, you know, and just running out and having adventures. I need that. And it's funny, because when I've taken personality tests, you know, I definitely go more towards that kind of type A-ish, outgoing type of personality, but I'm kind of a balance. And so I do feel like I need both. Like, I need the outgoing, I need all that, but I need to recharge at home. And again, if I have too much time at home, I go crazy. I need to get out and do that. So I'm sure that's kind of everybody to some extent, but I definitely feel like I always fell kind of more towards the middle of those character traits and things like that. So anyways, that is what it is. But that's why we do summers the way we do them, and I love them. And yes, that's our structured / relaxed daily schedule. Curriculum is the next thing. I feel like I am really structured in curriculum. We do classical conversations, and so they kind of provide that for me. And I used to try and, just add tons of stuff to it. And now I'm to the point where I'm like, you know what? It's tried and true. Why am I trying to recreate the wheel? So, we do our own math and language arts curriculum, but, yeah, I really feel like I'm pretty structured with the curriculum just because it's laid out for me. And we like to have fun with it, but for the most part, I'm pretty structured. Grade levels. This was interesting to think about. Okay, am I structured in grade levels? And I took this to mean like, are my kids in a certain grade? I used to be, when I first started out homeschooling, oh my gosh, I was so paranoid about this. I was like, oh, my kids have to know what grade they're in, if somebody asks. And yes, you want them to know, and you have to kind of, you have to say it because they're going to be in that, for like activities and things like that. You have to claim a grade. And I would say my kids are pretty solidly in the grades that I say they're in. But I think the beauty of homeschooling is that you can work ahead in whatever you want. If your kid excels at it, why hold them back just because they're in a certain grade? I'm sure most of you agree with me on that, but I've just become more comfortable with that in the last probably couple years. Let's see, record keeping was the next thing she was talking about. Are you more structured or relaxed? Well, I'm very, very relaxed because I don't have to keep records. However, I do keep a binder. Like for my state, we don't have to keep records. But I do keep a binder with all of their work, not, every little scrap of paper, but with all of their math and all of that kind of thing. And I do keep that just for my own sake because I love going back and looking at my, now fourth graders, like kindergarten homework. And I'm like, oh, that's cute. Will I always keep it? No. But I do think that, I'll hang on to it for a while until I get the urge to purge. And then I will throw most of it out and just keep a couple of, sheets of paper. Okay, the last thing is workspace. And all I have to say for this is, hello, my name is Joy, and I am a recovering workspace-aholic. I love structure in my workspace. I love having a room for my school supplies, and yes, you can all say hello back to me in the comments because I know this about myself. I love having a space and I love planning every inch of it. And I really, it's not like magazine worthy, but it is definitely my like calm place. I love going in the morning down to our schoolroom, especially, a clean schoolroom that I've cleaned over the weekend or whatever. And just going in and starting fresh. Like, it's just a beautiful, beautiful thing in my mind. So while we do occasionally use like our kitchen table for stuff or the couch, we have a couch in our basement that we like to go and do like reading lessons on and things like that. I love the structure of a workspace, and I always have. I think my kids work better there. In fact, in the video I did with my husband, which I'll link up above here, he said, he's like, desks are good for kids because they can like concentrate better. And I thought that was really good because it's true, for my children at least, because they concentrate and they stay focused better. However, there is nothing wrong with a couch, like to curl up and read or to do this or that, but just, for like math and things like that, that you have to keep a concentration and do your work. That is how we like to do it. So anyways, I want to check my notes, make sure I got everything. I did. So I hope you guys have a great week, and I will see you in the next video.